Okie dokie, here we go. Today we are going to be changing the brake pads and the rotor on a 2011 Kia Sorento. So this is the one right, as you can see. Boop. All right, it's the rear passenger side that we're working on. I don't know if we can see them actually. Let's see if we can get a close up here. Nah, not really. You need more light to see them. I'll take this wheel off and get a better look. All right, so here we go. We are gonna take these nuts off of here. We've got the caliper with the brake pads, or what's left of the brake pads, in here. And we gotta get these two bolts off here, which are 14 millimeter. Let's my way the right way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, those off. We got two more back here. Let's get a better look at what we're doing here. Alright, so took the screws out of here, or the bolts, and right here. Alright, so now gotta get this one off right here. And there's another one right down here. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, right there. Hard to see. Let's get it from the bottom. There it is. And you can see, yeah, this rotor is not looking pretty. Ugly. Caca. Poo-poo. I don't like these either. These two screws that are going to come, these got to come off to get the rotor off. And this one is stripped to hell. Not good. But, yeah. Listen to that. No bueno, no bueno. Get this off here. Yeah, look at that. Well, all right. I don't want to just hang from the hose there, so I'm gonna kind of tuck it up here where it's nice and safe for now. It's starting to warm up out here now, which is a good thing. I like warm weather. Better than cold. Holy crap, look at those. Woo-wee. That is nasty caca. Whew. Poopy. All right, next. All right, so we got to get this baby off here. Get these brake pads out. Let's see if we can do that, shall we? Alright. Oop. Well, this rusty old thing fell off pretty easily. Okay, that one too. Get out of here. Okay. Too difficult. You know, I'm thinking thinking it probably doesn't matter if I do a little bit of damage to this rotor because I'm going to replace it anyway. The back feels nice and smooth. Right the front. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. All tore up. That's, oh man, that's why the rotor is so bad. Completely wore the pads away and it was just grinding metal on metal. Just eating that up. Ah, that's horrible. Alright. And by the way, I wasn't the one who drove this thing until it got this bad. Nope. I blame this on my 16-year-old son. But that's alright. It's a learning experience. Unfortunately, I can't have him here helping me do this today because he's in school. Alright, let's see. Let's get the rest of this out of here. These little clips. Get out of here. You, get out of here. In case I need to put those back on, keep them, remember which is top and which is bottom. This is top, this is bottom. Alright. Okay, you really don't want to know what I just went through trying to loosen this one up. Come on! Oh, I finally got it. Yeah. I don't ever want to experience that again. Alright. I had to move that camera away because I needed space. I had to get a running start to get that off. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, I love it. Yes! Right. Yeah! Getting that off there. Oh, yes. Come off my hand now. Oh, my God. Get my head in here so I can see what the hell's going on. There we are. Okay, so I don't even have to take these all the way out. But I will because... Holy crap, look at that. That's some rusty stuff. I'm going to have to get a brush, a wire brush, and clean the... Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with that. I'm going to have to use some fluid, brake cleaning fluid, something. Break that stuff up. Otherwise, that's just going to get worse. That is way too rusty for my liking. Alright, alright, alright. Got that off. Now, let's see if we can get the rotor off. Alright. Yeah, rusty sons of guns. Alright. Oh, that one came off easier than I thought it would. This one's not gonna come off because it's stripped. Oh yeah, that just spins. Oh God. Let's try a different Phillips head bit actually. This one doesn't look good either. Let's see what we got here. Dum dum dum. Got the DeWalt. Alright. Got a fat one? Oh yeah, I got a fat boy right here. Let's see if this one works better. Come on, baby. Oh, frag. Nope. Frackin' fruit. Nope, not gonna work. Alright. So, poop. Okay. Right. This is not what I wanted to do, but gonna have to drill this out. It will ruin the bolt, which is ruined already anyway, but it will also ruin the threads inside there, I do believe. Never had to do this before. And I don't want to do it. But, oh well, it's done. Hey, looky there. Ooh, look at that. The head of that screw came right off. Bink. All right. Now, if I am correct, this should come right off now. Oh, look at that. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to grab a wire brush, see if I can clean some of this up. My only problem is, where the heck did I put my wire brush? Well, I couldn't find a wire brush. I mean, I did, but not the kind I was looking for. I found this. I mean, it'll have to do. All right, let's see what we can do here. These are the ones I'm really concerned about. Look at that. I don't want to hit it too hard with this because I don't want to damage the threads. But I know you don't want to sit here and watch me do this, so let's pause for a minute while I do this. All right, I cleaned up those screws a little bit. They're pretty good. I mean, they're not 100% better, but got some percentage. I don't know. All right. This is a little messy here, so I decided I'm gonna get a little bit of this roughed off. Don't wanna be too abrasive on it. Just get some of it off. Wish I had a better brush, but I don't. I got some brake fluid cleaner, brake cleaner on here. Clean it up a little bit. Good old paper towel. Okay. There's really nothing much. Good enough. All right. Love it, love it, love it. All right. As you can see, this is pretty bad looking too. So I'm gonna just spray it with some brake parts cleaner and clean it up, wipe it down a little bit before I put that back on. Probably doesn't need much. All right, here we go. So another thing that I want to do is I want to lube these up a little bit before I put them back, everything back together here. I mean, they actually look really good. Maybe I don't need to. They've got some grease on them, but I'm going to clean them up and put some fresh grease on them. Why not? All right, so I'm just going to wipe the old grease off. Make sure there's no rust. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Look at that, look at that. Yeah. Not bad. Doesn't look super shiny. It's got a little, I think that's just the metal. This looks decent. I like it. Do the other one. There we go. This one actually, it looks like it started to rust at some point or something. I don't know. It's older. I'm no mechanic. I just learn this stuff as I go. Here we go. Look at that, huh? Not bad. I mean, it's smooth. That's what matters. Now I'm gonna put some lube on it. I picked this stuff up from AutoZone. Dun da da. Silglide. Yeah. All right. Anyway, put some of this on here. Not really sure how much to put on. I mean, I don't think you can really overdo it. Well, I guess you could overdo anything, but there we go. That should slide right in. Boop. Beautiful. The other one. Same thing. And slide it in. Boop. Good to go. All right, so here's what I picked up for the brake pads. I got the Duralast Gold. It was about $10 more, but I think I got these for $49 something or other, plus tax of course, versus $39. The reason I got the more expensive ones is because I wanted to make sure they came with the clips in case they needed to be replaced, and those are probably usable, but yeah, these are nice. And it also comes with this handy dandy little clip here. This one goes on the inside of the rotor, and it's got this little warning guy here. So yeah, when the brake pads are low, you can see it sticks out just a little bit. So once it gets to the point where it hits this metal on the rotor, when the brake pads are worn down to that point, it should be a warning and squeal before it starts actually grinding your freaking rotor away. So anyway, I'm gonna get those on there. All right, let's take a look at the rotor that I got. I'm gonna open this guy up. There it is. Get out here, guys. Oh, look at that, nice and shiny. Here we are. Before I put that on, let's see. The old one actually has a plug I need to pull out of there and pop it into this. So yeah, I'll do that. Another thing I need to do is get this out of there. I'll do that in a minute. But in the meantime, set this aside. Alright, and right here's the plug I'm talking about. You can see it's a little rubber plug that should pop out pretty easily. Let's see. Should, but a lot of things should go right. Don't always. inside here. There it is. Whoop. Oh yeah, popped out easily. There it is. All right, got it. My seat dirty. Daggone it. All right, new one. Old plug. New hole. Boop. Pops right in. Perfect. Another thing I want to do before I actually put the thing on. Let's clean it up a little bit. So, what I want to do is put it on backwards. I mean, you can do this anywhere, but this is a little bit easier right here for me. Alright, I'm just going to spray it down. Let's make sure I clean off any debris, dust and stuff. Around. Same thing on this side. Get in there. All right, and that's it. Okay, now that we have the rotor on, since I drilled the one screw out, I'm only going to put one back in, which is not really a big deal because once the tire is on, the lug nuts are going to hold everything together, so it's not going to go anywhere. If you do have something that you can tap that out with to put a new screw in or something, I mean, you can do that. I don't have that, so that's something I might have to do the next time I work on the brakes. I'll be prepared for it and I'll fix that. But for now, we're going to put this back together and voila. Let's see. Screw that in there. They don't have to be too tight, just snug. Oh yeah. Beautiful. All right. Before I put this part back on, I wanted to make sure I let you know when you put these, whatever you want to call them, these pins back in after you lubricate them, these rubber gaskets here need to be sealed. You need to make sure that they're attached. As you can see, they are. There we go. They should pop right back in. I had no problem sliding it in and just pulling these right up over the little lip that's underneath the nut head. All right, now let's get this on here. All right. Should be easy enough. This slides back here like so. Like so, as I was saying. And it really isn't difficult. It slides right in and out, easy. We're going to put these bolts back in. These here, the ones that were super rusty, still are rusty, but oh well. Line them up. Get in the hole! You can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Get in the hole. There we go. I got one in. All right. Ooh, listen to that squeak. Doesn't that sound delicious? I don't know why I just used that word, but all right, the other one's in. Hand tighten them. we go. And where's my wrench? Back to the old 14 millimeter. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Blah, blah, blah. Go. There we go. Now, I like to make sure they're just nice and snug, not too tight. There we go. All right, now we have to decompress the caliper. So I'm going to grab a C-clamp. All right, okay. C-clamp. Got a big old freaking 4-inch C-clamp. At least I think it's 4 inch. It has a number 4 on it anyway. Beep. I'm assuming that's 4-inch, but what do I know? All right, so what we're gonna do, we're taking the caliper, we're gonna put the C-clamp in here like so, and what we wanna do is tighten this down, and we're going to decompress this, or compress. We're gonna push this back in, basically. What that does is it forces the brake fluid and all that stuff back up through the tube and gives us the space that we need to put the brake pads in. There we go. All right, nice and tight now. This is a slow process. Now there are special tools for this. It makes it a lot easier. I, like a lot of people, do not have these special tools. So, I have the basics. Clamp. So I'm just going to slowly turn it, because it does not want to move fast. It takes a minute. It's pushing that fluid back up in through these hoses. There we go. A little bit at a time. Well, what do you know? I broke my clamp. That is awesome. You say, sorry, freaking chasm. Ah! Okay, well, I guess I'm off to the hardware store to get a new clamp. I'll be back. New clamp. Let's try this again. All right. All right, let's get this in here. You know, it does seem like it's moving kind of hard. I don't know why. I wonder. Why? Why? I'm afraid of breaking my new clamp. I got a bigger one though. I got a 5-inch. It's definitely more solid. can hear it clicking. It's moving slow, but it's tight for some reason. I hope this thing's not seized up for some reason. Okay, so here's a little something I just learned about the 2011 Kia Sorento rear brake caliper. Apparently, you have to twist it clockwise while pushing it back in, which is why I'm having such a hard time with this. C-clamp just isn't going to do it. So, I'm going to head to AutoZone, either buy or rent this special tool that I need. This is turning into more of a project than I thought it would. I've changed brakes before. I've never had to turn the daggone thing. Yeah, I said daggone. All right, I'll be back. All right, here we are. AutoZone tool rental kit, or whatever. This is weird. So, the way this is supposed to work is it locks into grooves that are supposed to be here, but there aren't any. There's no grooves, no notches for this to lock into to turn it clockwise. So, I hope this works. Here we go. Start making it happen. Yeah, not happening. I'm gonna try something. Saw this little trick on YouTube. Somebody had opened up the cap under the hood for the brake fluid to relieve pressure. Let's see if that actually works. All right, so brake fluid. Well, didn't even feel like there was any pressure there, but let's find out. Back to it then. No. It has not gotten any easier. Oh, actually, that turned a little easier. What? Did it work? Well, look at that. Would you look at that? Oh, it's working. Slowly. It's not easy, but it's turning. And it actually feels like it's getting easier. Okay, maybe not. Maybe a little. Okay. It's working. That I can definitely say. It's working. I am almost happy with the way this thing is acting and the problem it's giving me, I'm not going to be happy until I have the brake pads in, car started, driving down the road, and the brakes working. There we go. All right, as far as it's moving, going. I think it did the trick. $70 to rent this thing. I get all that money back when I return it, but still. All right, get out of here. Let's get these brake pads in, shall we? All right. Cool thing here is we got those brand new clips. So I'm gonna put, let's see. We get a clip here. We get a clip here. Also a Alright, now this guy. Let's get out these brake pads, shall we? Guy out of the way for now. These pads in here. So this is the rear. Remember, it's got the little tab here. And that is going to go this way. The tab is going to be on the top, it looks like. That should fit. Right in there. Let's get a better camera angle, shall we? Okay. I believe the clip should be on the bottom. So, put that there. I can't really see this very well, but yeah. Like so. Ho, ho, ho. Come on. Get in there. You know you want to. Get in there. Gosh darn it. Don't make me tap you. There we go. Tap, tap, tappity tap. Works for me. Alright. The outside. The outside looking in. I'm on the outside looking in. No. That. There we go. Hey, get in there. Hello. Come on now. There we go. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, take the caliper. Alright. Just gotta line these up. Oh, this better work. These better work. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, let's tighten these babies up. Get the old 14 millimeter once again. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, now, as far as I can tell, we're good to go. Now I just gotta put the tire back on. And voila freaking la. Okay, well, that was that. Now, let's drive. Clean this up. Oh, by the way, that's the last time you're gonna see me remove a tire with this, because I'm getting myself an impact wrench. This is BS. Caca. Can't forget to put the cap back on. All right, there it is, parked. It drove fine, the brakes work great. I love it. I really should change the pads on the back one on the driver's side, and I will tomorrow. Honestly, I'm gonna get some sleep now because I have to work tonight, third shift. Ugh, caca. So, adios. Good night. Until next time. Bye-bye.